Yo, what's up guys, it's Zen. Ignore my voice, I'm pretty sick right now, but in today's video, Hideaway and I entered a $2,000 tournament, and things got pretty intense, so stick around to the end. But let's just get into the games. I hope you guys enjoy.
Which is cool as well. But as we say that, we are going straight into game number one and ready to go here.
Now, Rise and Soul right now, starting up not too well, though the weapons have been distributed in a very fair amount. Oh, there we go. Soul grabbing the Nair, sending Zen out of the stage. Already trying to separate the two of them just to make sure that they can come up with those team combos. And there we go. Rise and Soul starting with a neutral and into side sig. Beautiful Nair right there from Rise, canceling out the recovery from... Oh, neutral into side sig. That was fast. That was less than a minute. We already got one of the teams completely taking the advantage.
Yeah, and that's huge for these players too, just because of the fact that Rise and Soul have such good synergy, and we're really seeing it against Zen and Hideaway. Keep in mind, Zen and Hideaway are seed 1 for a reason, but Soul and Rise are showing that they should have been seed 1 for a reason. But we'll definitely have to see how that goes out. Right now, neutral control is coming back in Zen into Hideaway's favor, but Rise is getting risky off the ledge and might get punished for it. Oh, he does!
Yeah, that recovery was the end of that stock right there. He got a little bit risky with that there, and especially trying to go ground pound against the Teros. Still, I feel like with the advantage and also the damage they were able to output against the blue team, they're definitely setting themselves up for a very nice end of match right now. Rise hitting that side sig, accidentally hitting Soul, but still not enough to KO. Ooh, D-Light from Soul sending away Hideaway.
Yeah, there we go. Nice neutral light coming in from Hideaway there. Rise definitely trying to stay alive a little bit. Gets a GC down signature, knocking out Hideaway. And then GC silent recovery from Soul KO Zen. And the red team's currently up one entire stock.
Honestly, I feel completely impressed, especially because of what we were talking about just before the match started. Right now, Rise and Soul are putting up a showcase of skill against basically the most feared team right now on twos. And beautiful strings with the double gauntlets. Honestly, I'm surprised to see gauntlets being played this ahead of the tournament. Oh, the delay into the ground pound.
Whew. The neutral light into that side from Hideaway allowed for Zen to go ahead and get that double KO off that ledge with that spear. Now both red team members are starting to lose their advantage a little bit. They be careful. Hideaway's axe is definitely showing, but Rise with a spear combo, landing that very nicely. Rise with weapon starve there, making sure that no one gets a weapon. Oh, but silent recovery does not KO. Zen's still alive. Rise misses that signature due to a dodge. Hideaway gets a daily on his own teammate. Soul KOs Hideaway, and now there's a 2v1 with Rise and Soul, and then has to deal with this 2v1. He tries to get that recovery.
Ooh, that very cancel delay.
Unable to.
Almost able to hit with that. That could have been the end of the game right there. Zen is playing a very spacey type of game right now. Oh, that dare, double dare. Is still able to come back. No, that last unarmed dare from Soul will be the end of this stock. Game comes around and it completely changes my expectations. Let's see if the change of map to Miami Dome has any positive on the blue team.
Yeah, I think blue team is definitely going to try to take advantage of those platforms as well. But Rise and Soul, I think, definitely have that skill set to really use that as well. It just comes down to their synergy and how they're flowing into each other. You know, if they're able to go and get that pickup of the momentum and the movement with each other at the same time.
Really, sir?
We were seeing a lot of team damage earlier from Rise, so we'll definitely see what can happen. But right now, things have definitely changed for beginning of game number 2 compared to what happened in game number 1.
Oh, a little bit of a twos combo there, building up the damage against Zen. Again, just like game number 1, they're trying to space them out, not letting them stay together and not letting them start any sort of twos combo. Rise and Soul actually have been having a lot of synergy when it comes down to not only backing each other up, but also keeping each other safe. Rise coming in with that neutral light, but gets punished by the dare from Zen. This is getting pretty tight right now. Ooh, that double KO right there. Hideaway and Rise out of the stage. Zen still with 3 stocks, just like Soul.
Oh. Now we're going to see Rise in silent recovery. Does not KO Zen. Oh, but now we're seeing Hideaway get that KO onto Soul as well. Soul wasn't able to get the KO on Zen, which allowed for that blue team to go ahead and get that advantage over them. So now if you're the red team, you got to go ahead and KO Zen real quick, have a 2v1 against Hideaway, and that will lead into the KO on the Zen. Now Hideaway having to deal with this 2v1 while Zen's
that
coming
there?
back, but almost will KO the Rise. Oh, he's Quippy. Will he come back? He does. Zen saving him, but Soul with the axe recovery, getting that KO, and the red team takes a 1 stock lead.
Honestly, like, I'm a little bit astonished right there. Hideaway was playing really great, especially with that hammer, putting Rice in a very tight situation where he almost takes the stock. Still, Soul not only able to protect his teammate, but also take the stock from Hideaway with that recovery. Oh my god, those combos with the gauntlets almost taking Sen out for good also and sending him to last stock.
Oh, satellite downlight into the sider coming in from the blue team onto those red team players there. Rise right now very low in the red. Same thing with Soul. Both players have the opportunity to get knocked out pretty early, so you're seeing them being a little bit risky,
right there,
but also not too risky where they get over-approached.
Okay, that's there from Zen is able to take out Soul, but right now it's not looking pretty good. Hideaway with a little bit of damage build up already in his last stock. Rice still hanging around in the second stock. Sen is definitely gonna have to not only protect Hideaway a little bit, especially with those. Oh, but just as I say that, as Sayer sends him out of the stage, putting the game again on the benefit of red team. I feel like they're definitely playing around them. They're spacing a lot, and the synergy in regards to how they are dividing the team is definitely benefiting them right now. That gravity cancel neutral, like pretty risky right there, especially with a Theros underneath you. Oh, Soul is playing like it's no one's business right now.
Yeah, and right now we do see Rise though going down into that final stock. Soul definitely keeping an eye out on their stock as well. Make sure they don't get over punished by the blue team. That's going to be the main goal, is to KO Soul so they can have a 2v1 against Rise. Rise knows that, so they're trying to do team combos with Soul somehow. But now Hideaway launches Rise into the yellowish orange. Zen's starting to go down there as well. Blue team brought it back into their advantage, but Soul gets that recovery. Hideaway is gone. Rise is able to go ahead and get a recovery on Zen. Those recoveries might have been enough, but Zen now having his 1v1 against Rise with Soul getting knocked out of that final stock.
Now, 1v1 situation. This changes the tides a lot compared to that 2v1 situation we had last game. That Nair to cancel out the downer from Zen, that definitely saved his life right there, but he gets sent out of the stage. There's no options. He manages to touch the wall. There comes out, and he canceled out his recovery, and he ran out of options, falling into the depths of the match. Definitely, like, carrying Zen with the lead of damage in that game, especially right at the end after Hideaway got taken out. Oh, a little bit of two combos. Oh, but he gets messed up just by a little bit of spacing. Still, red team taking a lot of damage just from the beginning, trying to get those weapons out. Oh, Rice catching Soul by accident.
No, that wasn't on accident. That was meant to get him out of that combo, or else he would have gotten knocked out.
You are completely right.
Soul now is like, hey, follow-up options. There goes Hideaway's first stock. Now you're seeing red team trying to do some damage build up on the Zen. They were trying to lead to the team combo, but Soul just impulse jumped by mistake. Soul exiting his teammate. Oh, and does the KO there by Zen with that signature of Kaya.
Okay, Rice with that recovery able to break out the blue team. Oh, he's not able to continue the neutralite from Soul. They definitely have an eye on each other whenever they do any moves that may be able to connect into a combo and try to get that conversion. Right now, blue team though, utilizing that advantage very well. Sent with that Kaya that a lot of people forget, but Kaya is a character with a lot of defense. That choose combo, almost able to connect that there into the side stick still. Red team is not looking that well in regards to Soul. He's taking a lot of damage even though his teammate is not. Oh, and just as I say that, Rice gets taken out.
Yeah. Now we're seeing kind of this exchange of back and forth from these players, and I don't know, it's coming down to the wire here. I mean, we're seeing it's been relatively even this game. They both definitely want that advantage.
Man, that choose combo almost connecting into that N-Sig from Sen. It would have been amazing just to get that little bit of advantage. That silent into recovery, he's able to time it properly. That Nair from the hammer, but it's worth it because they're able to exchange it. And now Rice with that raid on gravity cancel silent recovery. Wow.
Very nice control coming in from the red team, still having a little bit of that lead. We'll definitely have to see what comes out of that.
Red team right now. Oh, that Sayer from the Theros is able to take Rice out. Still with a little bit of advantage. The blue team is not looking too healthy in that yellow bar right there. They might be able to bring this one back though if they're able to connect a nice choose combo. That double there and the downer from the axe. Still trying to just share a little bit of damage. Red team going into the advance, but they're getting comboed pretty badly. Oh, Rice with a double nair to Sayer.
He does get that, and that signature from Ryza launching Hideaway in the air. We'll see if they're able to get Hideaway out of that stock, but blue team is getting this team combo already on the red team. Now focusing on Soul.
Hideaway's not able to connect that save. If not, he would have been able to confirm. Sending out Rice with the same combo. He saw, Soul, but the nair from the Terrors is able to take him out of the stage. Now Soul in a 2v1 situation, very mindful of last game, but now reversed. Sair from Hideaway sending him out of the stage. Weapon toss, he's able to touch the wall. He has his options, he's coming back. All opponents in a pretty deep red situation. Everybody could be taken out with a good hit. Sair from Sen.
On the wire.
Oh, and the neutralite will be the end of it.
Each other was actually a Moose Wars. Primal Dawn 2v2s. They got top 9.
They did.
So,
and I don't think we really got to see them a whole lot on stream though either. I think they came from the elimination side. So they're a team that has been doing very good recently. So with them going and doing well in Primal Dawn and so on and so forth, it'll definitely be cool to kind of see how they do against First Seed. And right now we're seeing that range gameplay from the red team kind of strike quite hard. And look at the red team already KOing Erks, and Jacoby's still alive, is able to space up a little bit. It's getting a little bit too aggressive, and Hideaway's able to punish that.
incredible job coming out from Hideaway to get that cider off the side of the stage. Good recovery. We were all scared for that Terros Instinct to immediately take that stock off. But the team combo coming out from Jacoby and Erks, taking Zen off the top of the stage and the cider to separate the two of them. This is their game plan. Their game plan is to separate the two of them so that they can get these 1v1s. What a save coming out from Zen. Did y'all see that? That was ridiculous.
But Jacoby getting that neutral air KO there on the Zen. We do have Hideaway still alive. Jacoby and Erks not really pushing it. They do go and get that KO. It allows for them to get this 2v1 combo. There we go. Almost getting the follow-up option with that downlight, but then Hideaway coming in to save their teammate. Now we need to see the synergy from the blue team the most that we've ever seen them. They need to show that synergy. They need to be together. Red team knows that, and they need to be able to somehow get back.
Yeah, this is looking very rough at the start of this first game. The D-Sig drops there, but now they get the double team combo.
Okay.
It was exactly what they were looking for, to get a little bit more damage onto Zen and Hideaway here. But now, Zen and Hideaway, Erks on the side of the stage, the Ulgrim Lance on hand, getting that D-Light. Hideaway on this hammer on hand, getting more and more damage onto both of these players. Trying to add more. The weapon throw! The D-Light ground pound! And Jacoby is out of his stocks completely. The double, the ladder. Zen is styling on these teams.
Yeah, he is for sure. But we do see Erks get that follow-up option afterwards. But then Hideaway is just coming in, man, and showing his overall aggressiveness against Erks. And you're seeing Zen try to follow up. Nice ground pound by Erks. Ooh. Oh, misses that ground pound, but Hideaway almost getting AO from it. Zen trying to do the same thing again. Is not able to touch.
Both of these teams, and now both Jacoby and Erks, both with Lance on hand. The GC D-Light to Sair attempt coming out from Hideaway, possibly get more damage on to Jacoby there. And now, Erks and Jacoby, you could see what they're trying to do. You can see a lot of these Lance snares being thrown out. So now,
yeah, for sure. Now dude, it's a lot better of a game now, though. Jacoby's starting to show his gameplay a lot better. I don't know if he was lagging the first game, but he's doing a lot better. And he's following up with Erks pretty nicely. Oh, Hideaway, though.
That was a good follow-up coming out from Hideaway, getting that D-Sig to get that knockout to Erks. But now the game is pretty much even. Hideaway trying to get this damage onto Axe, then getting that recovery off the top of the stage, leaving Erks in the 2v1 to possibly get hit by a team combo. But no, Erks manages to survive. Jacoby comes back onto the stage, and Hideaway is taking more damage than he really should be at this moment if he wants to still stick onto this game. The ground pound, the dare, does he have the options to come back? Good on Zen to cover Hideaway's recovery there. The down air to take Erks off.
Nice move from Erks, so double recovery does go ahead and land. I mean, I think Erks is being a little bit too aggressive in different instances, and he's got to be very careful with throwing out the jump ground pounds because people can see them falling down pretty quickly. I think red team's used to facing that. So now with Ertz, his main goal is to be fast, to be efficient, picks up the lance, gets a side air, and then we see Jacoby trying to follow up Ertz, and Ertz is just going crazy at the moment, allowing them to do what they need to do.
Yeah, but
Oh,
it'll be up to Erx if he can make it back onto the stage. The recovery
Jacoby!
from the weapon throw. Wow, what
Hideaway.
a combo. Loki a clip coming out from Jacoby there. That nair coming out from Hideaway finally takes that stock off of Jacoby. Game is even. One stock's all. Good follow-up from Hideaway.
no.
Getting a second stare, taking Erx off of his last stock, leaving Jacoby in the 2v1 against Zen and Hideaway. And
oof.
dude, Hideaway is not
See-
letting him get away with anything.
Well, and I think that comes down to what Jacoby did with the spear down. Like, it led into him being
That's it.
KO'd, and Arx couldn't come back. And now ways of getting your teammate out of these team combos, kind of expecting what Zen and Hideaway are going to really throw out, and see what they can do.
Yup.
Oh,
Zen
see,
and
that's what I was talking
Hideaway.
about. Jacoby comes in.
Jacoby is getting hit by a lot of these axe moves. He needs to like move back a little bit, I feel like. But in a way, if he does that, then Erx will start getting a lot more damage. It's looking rough for blue team right here. But oh, the end sig was so close. All right,
Lots
Zen
of back and forth.
Zen and Hideaway, adding more and more damage onto Jacoby. The dare, Jacoby already on red. The D-Light there, that might be it for Jacoby on his second stock.
No, he's able to touch, but we were having the problem with Ertz being knocked around and kept away. Red team taking full advantage of that with Jacoby now being down to that final stock. Ertz trying to make amends with the axe, and Jacoby just trying to get the lance, get the KOs. Ertz, nice job getting that KO onto Hideaway, but Ertz gets KO'd by Zen. Sidestick comes in, does KO. Jacoby and Ertz having an opportunity here against Hideaway.
Oh, no.
Ertz gets too aggressive.
Oh no, the
so
NSYNC
Jacoby.
caught Ertz there. Oh
led to
no,
that,
they
though.
had the opportunity for a double team combo there to possibly bring this back, but Jacoby and Erx really need to watch out. Jacoby specifically really needs to watch out in this moment. Not the weapon throw, it caught him off guard. Good
Nice
recovery
save from
though,
Jacoby, though.
good save. And the ground pound.
Okay, this is
Stock-wise,
possible.
blue team is in the
Jacoby's
lead.
got to keep his stock, though. His goal is to stay alive. He can't be aggressive against the red team. Ertz. Oh, Jacoby getting KO'd by Zen. Oh, that was so mean coming out of the red team.
All right, Erx down to the 2v1 against Zen and Hideaway. You saw Zen there just waiting for Erx to make a mistake so that he could start this team combo. Erx is not
Who is this
letting
team?
him.
He's
Trying
playing
to
the
go for the
same
ground
ground pound. It's just not landing. He's got to stop throwing it out.
Man,
Oh.
I think he might have given up at this point.
No, I don't think it's a give up. It's a smart option, but I think it's how he's going about things. It allows him to go to a different position where he can get Zen with no ways of approaching him. But now he's got axe. Stopsider comes in from Hideaway.
That's
Oh, and that Stopsider. Facing Hideaway and Zen in grand finals of Verdun Ruins to see what happens on Demon Island.
all right. First match on Demon Island Grand Finals is officially underway. Team comps are pretty similar, only difference between being the Rayman on one side, Taros on another. So we'll see how they'll be able to bring this back. The Cider, though, coming out from Hideaway, getting that damage onto Fakey. Now, the D-Light Cider again getting more damage onto Fakey. Man, this Taros does so much damage that a single D-Light Sare is so much damage that it does pretty much like stock, like signature damage at that point. But now the side sig accidentally landing onto Snowy. Fakey trying to cover that side air, but Hideaway getting that side air on to Snowy after a messed up GCD sig. Now, Snowy trying very hard not to get caught in a team combo with both of these players. Nice dare, trying to go for a recovery from Fakey. And Light still not enough to take off Hideaway off the top of the stage there. The dare from Snowy, and the recovery from Fakey, and then the end light onto Hideaway. And the stocks are now even. Snowy needs to watch out though, because he is already on this orange damage, and he needs to make sure he doesn't get eliminated very fast. But he keeps throwing out these random signatures that they're doing a very good job of covering.
Yeah. And I think that's one thing when it comes to the Snowy. Sometimes when he's the aggressor, he does need that support player like Fakey to step in. And it's worked in the past. We've seen Snowy and Fakey team together in the past. But it comes down to Zen and Hideaway really maximizing on Snowy and seeing if they can get the upper advantage. And so far they are, with Fakey going down into the red of that second. Now we're seeing Snowy dealing with these 2v1 style situations. But Fakey actually comes back and does a really good rebuttal, even though being very low. And even though not being knocked out just yet, Snowy has been able to do a double recovery on both red team members with one recovery.
It's been working, but now that was a good combo from Zen and Hideaway, getting that D-Light Sair into Bo D-Light Sair onto Snowy. They're getting a lot of damage onto Snowy. I can't tell if they're trying to focus Snowy. I feel like in a way they're trying to do it, but at the same time still like keeping like heat of Fakey still there.
Oh!
But man, who knows, with the ground pound taking off Hideaway there, and the ground pound almost taking off Zen off the side of the stage. Wait, no, now they're focusing Zen. Now it's Fakey and Snowy that are focusing. The Ensig!
Oh!
Zen's out!
But now this is a huge opportunity for the blue team, though, Space, because now it is a 2v1 situation. If they land a team combo, they can turn this into their favor. It is all down to how they control this opportunity. We have Hideaway already in the orange, and you're seeing Fakey and Snowy trying to find a way against Hideaway. And Hideaway's trying to knock off that ceiling. He tried knocking out Snowy off of that, but he's having a rough time KOing. Now we have a 1v1 between Fakey and Hideaway. Opportunity to rebuttal that, but Hideaway is that aggressor for the red team. Zen's also really good at filling that role, but that's what Hideaway's role usually is.
Oh no!
See that now with Fakey almost getting KO'd by Hideaway, and Zen already, he's already in the orangey red.
Fakey already getting damaged way too much that Snowy needs to do a lot to possibly bring this back, but even with that Cider almost takes out Snowy too. Trying to go for a D-Sig. That was good cover from Snowy to bring that back possibly. Nice end light into a side light. Man, Fakey's doing his best to try and bring this back, but the Nair, as Fakey was recovering Zen, the Nair from Hideaway manages to take that stock because of the split second of stun that Fakey had there. Nice recovery though coming out from Snowy, takes that stock off of Hideaway, and the Sair coming out from Fakey takes that stock off of Zen. And the game is very close. Both of these teams are so good at what they do. It's genuinely so impressive.
They definitely are good at what they do, and we're starting to see that team synergy from both teams really show off, and that's the power of 2v2s. And we're seeing that with now red team having this half stock advantage over the blue team. You're seeing Snowy trying to focus on Zen, Fakey focusing on Hideaway, which allows for Zen to go ahead and KO Snowy. We're seeing this pressure from the red team on the blue team to a point where they're having a rough time really being able to do damage build or KO options, and red team knows that. So now we're seeing a signature KO coming in from Zen onto Fakey. Then we're seeing this 2v1 pressure on Snowy where he has no opportunity to approach, and now you're seeing the combo onto Fakey, and Fakey's still alive. But we do see Hideaway go down to that second stock, or that final stock, but there's a 3v1 versus Fakey.
Fakey needs to do so much if he needs to bring this back, and he is chasing Zen down right now.
Yeah, he just gave. Oh, he didn't give up.
Oh, yeah, okay. I feel like
Hideaway had to do, they were able to recover. So we'll see what happens. We're getting into our next games here with Hideaway and Zen currently up to over Snowy and Fakey in grand finals of Verdant Ruins. And this is we're on Demon Island. We don't have the KO options on the ceiling like we would do on different maps. And you're seeing the aggressive style of the red team really showing right now.
Now we'll see if this switch coming out from Snowy onto this Onyx this time will be able to do much, because this means the axe is no longer on hand for Snowy. But this could be it. The N-Sig accidentally from Zen takes that stock off of Hideaway. Good cider coming out from Fakey to possibly get this damage on to Zen. Going deep for that ground pound to try and make sure that Zen doesn't go for the punish there. But the N-Sig though coming out from Zen, throwing the weapon up. And Fakey just barely misses the wall.
Oh, that sucks. But
yeah.
Snowy is on this Onyx though. He is off of other characters, off the Rayman. We see the K. Ground pound. Oh,
that's it.
Hideaway's gone. That's second.
The double weapon throw to take off Hideaway stock, and that was perfect for blue team. They could take a game here now if they manage to take off Hideaway stock here. But it's looking a lot better for blue team this game as compared to the last few. But we'll see. We've seen Zen and Hideaway take stocks in a matter of seconds.
It comes down to how Snowy plays off this. I think with his character pick, he definitely has the opportunity. Fakey's doing very well as momentum. We do see Hideaway KOing Snowy down to his final. And it all comes down to how he does on that Onyx and how he's able to support his teammate. You're seeing Fakey trying to do something, trying to distract Zen, put that pressure so he doesn't approach Fakey. But now we're seeing Hideaway kind of stepping in that aggressive role, putting that pressure on Snowy. And keep in mind, both Hideaway and Snowy are in the orange. They both have to be careful.
They both really need to be careful, because even though they got that stock off of Hideaway at the start, they finally take that last stock off of Snowy, and it is now a 3-stock to 1 2v1 for Fakey to stay in the game. If Zen and Hideaway win this, then the tournament is over and we have a crowned champion. But will they be able to do it? The side air takes off. Wait a minute now. The side air takes out Hideaway's last stock. So now it's a 1v1 in a Kaya Ditto match. And guess who's the level 100 Kaya here?
See, but here's the thing too. Fakey has the advantage, but I think this really is going to set the preset of who's the better Kaya player in doubles. I think that's what the community is going to view it as. Because it's a 1v1. This is for grand finals. Fakey needs to step in with that bow. He needs to do that damage buildup in this situation to go ahead and make sure they go to game 4. But Zen comes in with that bow recovery. A neutral comes in. He tries to get this follow-up option. And while Cider comes in, Fakey is just getting a little bit too close. He's not doing much. He's not throwing attacks out that need to land. And now we're seeing Zen in the orange. Now Fakey in the dark red. Now we have Zen on Spirit. Silent comes in. Jump Cider comes in. He needs to pick up the weapon. Zen knows that. Oh, but tries to bait it out. The Spirit from Fakey comes in. Downlight Cider comes in. He's down to the wire with Zen in the orange. Starlight. GC.
The D-Sig!
Or that final situation, that 1v1, where he didn't punish Fakey for picking up that weapon and allowed for Fakey to do that. So now as we go into game number 4, you're gonna see Snowy really understanding that he just 2v1 the PR1 or the Seed 1 team. They can do it. If Snowy can keep his stock and keep up with Fakey, they have an opportunity of going into a game 5, and they need to really show that here.
It all comes down to this. Can Fakey and Snowy go off of the momentum that they just got from that 2v1 off of that last game and possibly bring this back? They're starting to, but Zen chasing down Fakey off the side of the stage. Hideaway finishing it off with that side air. It's now up to Snowy to survive. This is what they need. If Snowy is able to survive here, then
Oh, but
it's
Fakey needs to survive
possible.
too. Oh, Fakey.
The side
Almost
stick.
got KO'd for that. Yeah, nice job coming out of that. But we saw also Snowy not on the cannon, and I think that would have given him a little bit of an advantage there.
Oh no!
Oh, shoot!
No!
Snowy needs to save his teammate. Oh, Snowy, what just happened?
He got hit by the Fakey's weapon. I feel like he could have made that back, but I think the weapon sent him down too far where he couldn't make that back. But either way, this is a closer game than the last game was before that 2v1.
I think it's because Hideaway is starting to not fill into that role as much, and I think Snowy is starting to challenge it a little bit. Just look at him. Snowy's approaching Hideaway in a way where Fakey can deal with the 1v1 against Zen because he knows he has that mental, but then Hideaway just comes in and gets to stomp side air twice, knocks out Fakey, and now we see Snowy KO'd. Now, if you are Snowy, you have to be very careful about Hideaway, and you gotta be careful about Zen. Hideaway, but can blue team be able to get this KO on the Zen here? Fakey almost get a neutral, but this is Demon Island.
That's the end light, that's the knock. It's last stock
comes in
here for game 4 of the set. If Zen and Hideaway manage to win this out, then it's Zen and Hideaway that will be your Verdant Ruins 2v2 champions. But it's up to Fakey and Snowy to bring this back, bring us to a game 5. Will they be able to do it? Fakey starting to get damaged a very good amount here. D-Light Dare into a side air coming out from Snowy. This cannon is doing a lot of damage, but he gets caught off. He got caught off guard with that side sig. Snowy is already out, and he has to redo what they had last game. And it's looking a lot more of an impossibility.
And that, guys, is how we won a $2,000 Brawlhalla tournament. If you got all the way to the end, thank you so much, and make sure to like, sub, all that, and let me know what you want in the future. Peace out.